Greetings, friends. It's Denise again with Denise's Dancing Paintbrush. And this time I don't have a collage. I created a little Photoshop compilation. And I'm going to show you how I did it. First, I go through my photos. This is a photo of my granddaughter. And I liked this pose, but it was just too fuzzy. So I chose this one because when you close up on it, it's got a pretty good crisp image, and so it's going to work best. So I take my magic wand and I outline everything that I want to be in my compilation. And you see, it's not perfect. It's going to go around the sand and all of that, a little bumpy. So I've got to take my brush tool and go and smooth out everything that's bumpy from the sand. Go around her toes very carefully and all of that. Because I want to create a little fairy. So she's going to have wings, and I thought she'd make a cute little fairy. But you see, there's a little bit involved there in cleaning up all the edges and making it look good. And I got rid of her arms, but not her hair, of course, because I didn't want her arms up like that. I wanted to have her arms down. So I took another photo. I took at the same time, the same day, same dress. And I'm going to Frankenstein this arm into the other picture. And this is rather Frankensteining, what can I say? However, it works if you've got a good camera taking pictures at the same time, and you put it together just right and smooth the edges, all of that. So you can see I have to mask out all of the extra edges, and here her dress doesn't exactly match there, and I've got to cut out her hair so you can still see it, and then erase some of the dress there so it fits. There, now she's got a new arm, and now I need the other arm. This one's the best one I could get of the other arm. She was holding on to the swing set pole. I would have preferred one where she, just looked more natural, but taking pictures of children, you get what you get. They don't pose for you all that well. And I like the more instant look, more natural. I don't like a posed look in a photo. So I'm saving all of that. I'm renaming the photo, and I'm adding it onto my art page. I created a background set, as it were, and I like to make it perfectly square. And now I'm looking for wings. I think these butterfly wings will work pretty good, and so I've got to cut out the background. The same as before, I used the magic wand tool, changed the settings so that it pretty much cuts out the background, but you can see I still have to clean up some of that orange, and I'm getting rid of the body of the butterfly because I don't need it. And here I've got to make the edges nice, get rid of any orange spots. Smooth it, and there it is. So I save it, and then drop it into my picture. Turn it right side up and then push it into the background. And there it is. But it's too dark, so I'm going to lighten it up. Use the brightness setting. That's a little bit better. Change my color saturation, get a little more blue. There you go. And now I'm adding a little wreath on her head. And I created a bunch of wreaths out of flowers earlier. And then I put one behind her, so it looks like this wreath goes all the way around her head. But look, it's just sitting there, so now I have to create a shadow under it. And then lighten up and blur the shadow. That's better. Now it looks like it actually belongs there. Raising the wings and putting a little ribbon onto the wreath that's flying in the wind. Now it's time to pick a background. Actually, I liked this one, but the picture's not big enough to fit. It's actually my favorite. I think that would have been quite nice, but no. I'm gonna have to pick something that will fit better. And that one does if I double it and then kind of blur the upper one, the background one, so it looks farther behind. I don't know. This orange one wasn't really my favorite. I could play with that more. And I'm changing, you see, the color settings. Only for the background page. So I'm going to move the wings and kind of warp them so that they go up a little bit more and decide, where do I want my little fairy to stand? I guess that'll work. And now I want to put a glow behind her. She's a fairy. She has to have a little sparkle. And so now I'm putting on some little fairy dust sparkles. I just use the brush tool, very soft, and make little white dots all around. And then brighten it up. Now, see, her hand is still sitting out there doing nothing. So I'm going to copy and paste one of these little green reeds that grow with this flower, crocus, and so it looks like she's holding on to this. That works. Actually, I think I should have tilted her a little bit. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to add a texture, and then I put it on overlay. Move the texture around. You see, the texture sort of binds all of the pictures together, the background, the wreath, the girl, and now I'm adding a vignette. I just paint the whole paper one dark color and then lighten it up in the middle so it's very faint. And now, time to save. I'm going to add another layer of sparkles, fairy dust sparkles, and she's just about done. I like to do these a lot. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate everyone who has subscribed. It just makes my day. And do come again. Check out some of my other videos and some of my links below. Bye everyone. See you next time.